We will begin in 1 minute. This is Chris, strat-o-matic, Delaware. Jerry Ball is in the chat. Good evening, good sir. Glad you could make it. We are pulling for the Pirates. Yes, he is, and I am a little bit myself, but this is going to be very, very interesting. So, Jerry, we're going to give a couple minutes for other people to maybe pop in. So how are you doing this evening? People are just going to hear me talking to you. I don't care. How's it going, Jerry? It's good to see you, man. I'll tell you what, we'll chat. That'll be quicker. So we're still going to wait for people to come in. How's that? Jerry and I are going to chat for a moment. We'll start the video in another minute or two. Charmin, what's going on, brother? Charmin Xsoft Gaming is in the house. Highly esteemed gamer on check out Charmin Xsoft Gaming. He has got an awesome YouTube channel, awesome Twitter, streaming on Twitch, does a lot of console video games, was huge with Friday the 13th when it came out last fall. Just a fantastic, awesome personal friend of mine. Check him out, Charmin XEX Soft Space Gaming. Check him out. Mike McAllister is in the chat. Kenny Castro is in the chat. Jerry Ball is in the chat. Let's go ahead and get this started. Strat-o-matic Delaware presents 2017 Dead Ball League. It is the final doubleheader of the season, and this is going to be one heck of a setup for you guys. We've got some talking points. We have right there the standings with 2 games left to go. Everyone else has played out. Only these 2 teams are left in it with the Philadelphia Athletics. Athletics are 12-8. They're on top. Pittsburgh is 11-7. Detroit is 9-9. Now, the tiebreakers, and the first one, and it's all it'll take, is a head-to-head win-or-loss. Detroit beat the Pirates. Detroit beat the Pirates in the first doubleheader they had. So if Detroit sweeps, they're in the World Series against Philadelphia, and Philadelphia gets home field advantage. Philadelphia beat Pittsburgh, and then Pittsburgh beat Philadelphia in 3 of the 4 games they played earlier. So if Pittsburgh wins 1 game of this final doubleheader, they are in, and they get home field advantage over the Athletics. So that is where we are right here. Pittsburgh needs 1. If they get it, they are in. Charmin, yeah, Phil, you're welcome, brother. A lot of people are going to be hopefully hitting you up. I've got a lot of video gamers that come on the chat as well and watch the videos, so hopefully you're going to get a little bit from me as well, dude. So this is what? Fantasy baseball. This is what led up to fantasy baseball. This was created, little talk up before we play, in 1961 by Hal Richman. And the guy who created fantasy baseball, rotisserie baseball, was a strat-o-matic player. And he did not have anybody locally to play with in 73, I think it was, in Western Massachusetts. So he created rotisserie baseball, fantasy baseball. So strat-o-matic is the progenitor of fantasy baseball. Strat-o-matic is also the progenitor of Dungeons and Dragons, using the D20 system and everything. Well, the creators of Dungeons and Dragons, knowing dice probabilities and everything through playing Strat-o-matic. So Strat-o-matic has had an effect on a lot of people outside of tabletop sports. So that is what this is. And there are cards for each player on a team, if you have only teams, or in an entire season. Quick rundown for Phil so he knows what's going on. You got a 1d6. The batter's cards have 1, 2, 3 for columns. Pitcher's cards have 4, 5, 6. Each column has results numbered 2 through 12. That's how you find out how the at-bat went. 1-9, Fred Clark would have had a double if it was 1 through 9. In that case, he only had a single, 10 through 20. 90% of your at-bats are resolved in that fashion. Play a baseball game, play a series, play a season. And that's what we're wrapping up right here is the Dead Ball League. All teams from 1919 and older. From before when the home run was more prevalent. So that is the rundown for Charmin X-Soft Gaming. Check him out. Charmin EX Soft Space Gaming. Fantastic channel. Good personal friend. Love you, brother. Guys, it is time for the dramatic finish of the Dead Ball League regular season. Let's say we get to this. What do you think, guys? Pirates need to win 1 in order to get into the series and have home field advantage. If Detroit manages a sweep of the doubleheader on the road, they get in. Let's go ahead and do this. Donnie Bush leading off top of the first 4. The Tigers fly ball to right. That is going to be out number 1. Ardy-dardy-dar. Wahoo, Sam Crawford. Center fielder, 6-6 on Willis's card. Fly ball to center. That is 2 away. Ty Cobb, the Georgia Peach. 110 grounds to first, and that is going to be the end of the top of the first inning. So we go to the bottom of 1, and I started writing it on the wrong side of the sheet, and you guys get to see Captain Whiteout at it again. I'll fix that in a minute. 9-8-3-4. Captain Whiteout. And now, Phil, you get to experience the fallout I get from Whiteout. Go ahead, Jerry. Ken, take it away. All right. You're distracting me. Fred Clark leading off for the Pirates, bottom of the first. He'll be followed by Terry Leach and Hannes Wagner. Clark, 6-5. George Mullen on the hill for the Tigers, and it's a 1-1-1-3 or a single to lead off the bottom of the first. Tommy Leach, center fielder, 2-8, draws a walk. 2 men on for the Pirates. Hannes Wagner, Mullen with the pitch, 2-4, hard grounder hit to short. They double up on Leach. Clark gets to third, 6-4-3. That is 2 outs. Dots Miller, second baseman. 6-3 on Mullen's card, left field X. McIntyre is a 2. Fielding range. He rolled a 6, and that is out number 3. No runs scored. We go to the top of the second inning. George Moriarty, third baseman, leading off for the 1909 Tigers in this rematch of the 1909 World Series. He'll be followed by Tom Jones, first baseman, Oscar Stanage, catcher. The pitch, Vic Willis on the hill for the Pirates, 6-8, and that will be fly ball to center for out number 1. Not good, Pirates. Tom Jones, 6-6 on Willis's card, fly ball to center. Thought just entered my head, which means Oscar Stanage is getting a hit. 2-4. Nope, pop out to third. 1-2-3 go to the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Owen Wilson, Chief Wilson, right fielder, leading off, 5th in the order for the Pirates. Bill Abstein, first baseman. George Gibson, catcher, to follow. Mullen on the hill for the Tigers, 4-10. Catcher card X, that will be Stanage, is a 3, rolls a 9. And Stanage, passed ball, no one on base, followed by a pop out. So P2. One away, Bill Abstein. 3-6, 117 single. He's got it. Abstein's on base with a base hit. George Gibson, catcher, 265 batter, 1 out. Bobby Byrne coming up after him. Gibson is going to hit and run. And that may well have done it. Ground out to second. Runners advance at base. What am I doing? That's right. Okay. Bobby Byrne, third baseman, 2 outs. Man on second. Super Sport 22,000. How is it going? Byrne takes the pitch from Mullen, 4-7, and that's a single. Abstein's a 112, 114 with 2 outs. And he's thrown out at the plate. No runs across the plate for the Pirates. They're going to have to try harder. Tigers aren't giving up that easily. We'll go to the top of the third. Matty McIntyre, left fielder, is leading off for Detroit. Vic Willis still on the mound. 111 pops out to second. That is 1 away. Jim Delahanty, second baseman. 6-4. Homer 1, fly ball to left field. It did roll over that one. Gave me jitters there for a second. That is 2 outs. George Mullen, pitcher. 4-2, draws a walk. Extends the inning. Runner on base for Donnie Bush, shortstop. John Mick, 81, welcome to the chat. Glad you could make it, brother. Hope this evening's finding you well. Donnie Bush is going to ground out to first. So after 2.5, we have a scoreless ball game. Thank you very much, Sharman. I appreciate that. Appreciate it, Phil. I'm glad you can make it in the chat this evening, brother. It's awesome to have you, man. It really, really is. It's truly an honor. Bottom of the third, Vic Willis, leadoff batter, pitcher for the Pirates. Mullen on the hill for the Tigers, 4-5. Starts with a walk. Pitchers are drawing bases on balls. Fred Clark, 287 batter. Runner on first. He's swinging. 5-4, fly ball center field X. That will be Crawford at a 2. With an 8 fly ball. Sam Crawford is back, gets underneath it, makes the catch deep by the wall, and Willis is able to advance to second. So that is 1 away. Deep fly ball by Fred Clark. Advances to pitcher Tommy Leach facing George Mullen. 2-5, strikes him out. Swinging at the knee cheese. Hannes Wagner, 2 outs. 5-8, pops it up to short, and we've still got a scoreless ball game after 3. Pittsburgh just needs to win 1, but Detroit, they are up against it. They've got to sweep this doubleheader on the road. Wahoo Sam Crawford, 4-10 off Vic Willis's card, catcher's card X. Gibson is a 1 with a 17. It is popped up behind home plate. Gibson chases it back, makes the catch on the foul out. That is 1 away. Ty Cobb, 2-9, single for Ty Cobb. We all know what Ty Cobb is going to do. They're putting the hold on him, which takes him 1-13. And look at that. Ty Cobb steals second. He's not going to steal third yet. George Moriarty at the plate, 1 out. 2-6, lines out to second. Ty Cobb was the first base hit yielded by Vic Willis. Tom Jones, second baseman. It's not unusual. 2-7, fly ball to left field, and we are scoreless going to the bottom of the 4th. All we need is our Red Sox fans, so that way we can have a 20-inning game, which, by the way, one of Detroit's wins against Pittsburgh was that 20-inning game earlier this year. 5-4, if you recall, the marathon. Dots Miller, second baseman, leading off, bottom of the fourth, 2-6. Grounder to third. Moriarty over to Tom Jones. That is out number 1. Owen Chief Wilson, right fielder. 4-6. Fly ball to center. That is 2 away. Bill Abstein, first baseman. That is a 2-8. Grounds hard to short. Donnie Bush over to Tom Jones, out number 3, and the Pirates go down in order. We go to the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th inning. Oscar Stanage, catcher, 6-6. Off Vic Willis's card, he flies out to center field. 1 away. Matty McIntyre, left fielder. 1-7. Grounds out to third, and this is certainly becoming a pitcher's duel. No runs across the plate, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Jim Delahanty, second baseman. 1-8, draws a walk to extend the inning. That'll bring up starting pitcher George Mullen. 2 outs, can't bunt him across. He's going to swing at the pitch. 2-7, goes down swinging at the knee cheese. Strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Pirates are up bottom of the order. Catcher George Gibson, followed by Bobby Byrne, third baseman, and starting pitcher Vic Willis. Gibson facing Mullen, 2-6. Grounder to short. Easy play for Bush. Scooped up by Tom Jones. Bobby Byrne, third baseman, 1 away. 5-12 on Mullen's card. Ground ball to third. We'll call that a 3-4. Gets it to Miller, covering on, gets it to Delahanty, covering on the play. Vic Willis, 2-11. Grounds to second in the 5th. Scoreless after 5. Due up top of the order for both clubs here in the 6th inning. Well, I'll tell you what. I spoke with Ron and told him how it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's a new co-host for the channel. So he's like, oh, yeah, here in the next weekend or two, Ron and I are going to have to play some more games and put them on here. And yeah, Phil, there are a couple of games in my opening day playlist of Ron and I playing this game. If you want to see the two of us getting along, it's classic. He still wants to swing at the catcher's head. Donnie Bush, top of the 6th, 5-2. Grounder to first. 1 away, going through the top of the Tigers' order. Wahoo Sam Crawford, center fielder. 2-12. Grounder to first. Back to Ty Cobb. And Ty Cobb is thinking, if no one's going to drive me around, I'm going to do it myself. 2-8. 1-6 is a single. And you know what Ty Cobb is going to do. They're going to put the hold on Ty Cobb. Takes him 1-13. Oh, he's thrown out to end the inning. I was going to make that sucker steal home. I need to get like a mason jar or something and hand paint the Strat-o-matic Delaware logo in the bottom of it, so that way we've actually got something to throw in it. All righty, here we go. Bottom of the 6th. Fred Clark, 5-7 off Mullen's card. Grounder to second. That's an X result. Delahanty's a 2. Rolls a 16, and that is going to be a 1-base error. Gets it over to Tom Jones. The throw pulls him off the plate. E4, error, second baseman. Fred Clark is on base. They're going to put the hold on Clark, takes him to a 1-13. Clark's going to steal, cock die, and he's going to get thrown out. Not cock die, would have been a stolen base. Go, stupid dice. Tommy Leach, 5-7. The dice are cold. They're keeping it close and low. Grounder to second. Delahanty again. 2-4, and that's an easy out right there. Over to Tom Jones. 2 away. Hannes Wagner, the Flying Dutchman. 6-7. Mullen's card. Grounder to short X. Bush is a 1. 12 is going to be an error on Donnie Bush. So no earned runs possible in this inning, or any to happen. That's going to bring us to Dots Miller, second baseman. They put the hold on Wagner. He's going to steal and make it. Wagner's on second. Dots Miller facing George Mullen. 6-11, fly ball right field X. Ty Cobb gets underneath it. And Dots Miller safe on second with an error. E9 run scores. Pirates are up 1-0. Pirates are up 1-0. Tigers need to win them both, Mike. But the Bucks just scored a run. Stolen base put Honus Wagner in position to score that run. Small ball at its best. You only get one chance. You better take it. Owen Wilson, fly ball right field. Cobb again. 1, and that one is going to be an out. 3 errors in 1 inning. Oh, my goodness. John Mick 81 ordered the 68 card set. Any suggestions how to play a season? I don't think I can play 162 games for each team. I'm in a few computer leagues. Just do a re-roll, Chris, video replay. Sorry, Mike. John, just take whatever league interests you, National League, American League. Play each team 4 games, home and away, in the same division. Just play 2 games against the other division and pick however you do it. And just play a short little season, man, just to get a feel for the cards. But 68 is going to be a great set. You're the pitcher, man. Gibson, what, 112? Dear Lord. Beast on the mound. All right, here we go. 1 run across for the Pirates, 1-0 lead, top of the 7th. George Moriarty, 3-6, line out to short. Tom Jones, first baseman. We are getting back at it. 4-5 off Willis's card, draws a walk. Man on first. Oscar Stanage, the catcher, is going to drop down the bunt, and he beats it out. Stanage legs out the infield single. Men at first and second, 1 out. Matty McIntyre, left fielder, might have something to say about that 1-run lead. 6-8, fly ball to center field, and that's going to hold everybody up. 2 down. Jim Delahanty, second baseman, comes to the plate. The pitch, 2-12 strikeout. Vic Willis gets out of the inning. Tigers score nothing. We go to the bottom of the 7th at the old ball game. 7th inning stretch concluded. Pirates at the plate. Owen Wilson, right fielder, is not because he was the last batter. Where did I put the rest of the Pirates cards? Come on now. Yeah, you guys, you're not getting on the other team. Ah, dearness. Every once in a while, I get a little distracted. All righty. Bill Abstein, first baseman. Yeah, I'm not whiteouting the teams. Don't worry. He will be leading off 6th in the order, followed by Gibson, catcher, and Bobby Byrne at 3rd. Abstein, rather. 3-5. Grounder to short. 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Tigers need to pull this win out or their season is over. George Gibson. 1-3, ground ball back to the box. That's 2 away. And for Mike McAllister's sake, I really hope they win this game, so we've got a nail-biter in the next one. Bobby Byrne, 2-5, single 1-6. Nope, that is a line out to short. Nothing doing for Pittsburgh in the bottom of the 7th. Vic Willis has got a 1-0 win going here. Mullen is still on the hill for the Tigers. Both pitchers going strong. Go the distance if it keeps up at this rate. Vic Willis facing Mullen. He's going to bat 4-2, and he gets a walk, his 2nd of the game. Donnie Bush. Michael Butler, good evening. Butterbench FB, good evening. How's it going, guys? We're near the top of the 8th. Let's just run this down for everybody who's come in late, and we'll get right back to the game. There are your standings. The Philadelphia Athletics have played out. They're 12-8. They're in the series. If the Tigers sweep 2, because of the doubleheader, they'll be 11-7. They're playing the Pirates now, and they'll be in the series. If the Pirates win 1 game and tie the Athletics, they'll be in the series and have home field advantage due to head-to-head win-loss. Tigers have already won twice, so if they win 2 more, they're in the World Series. Philadelphia has home field advantage. Pittsburgh beat Philadelphia 3 of their 4 games. So if Pitt wins 1 game, they're in and they have home field advantage. That is what is at stake in this doubleheader. That is what is at stake in this game. Well, I saved the best one for last, Butterbench FB. I'm going to tell you what, it's a good one to watch, the one earlier. But this is the most important one that we've had, the final doubleheader of this regular season, leading up to the best-of-7 World Series. And the Pirates have a 1-0 lead. Top of the 8th, leadoff batter pitcher George Mullen had a walk. So now we've got Donnie Bush at the plate facing Vic Willis. 3-7, single 1-2, 15, line out to short. That is 1 away. Wahoo Sam Crawford, center fielder, 4-6 off Willis's card. Ground ball to the shortstop. X. Hannes Wagner is a 1. Rolls a 17. That is a 5. Nope. 1. Look at the shortstop thingy. That is a double play up on Mullen. Ends the inning. Ty Cobb will be leading off the top of the 9th, but the Pirates are up first. Vic Willis, starting pitcher, will be leading off, and he's going to bat, followed by Fred Clark and Terry Leach. So Willis, 1-2, lines out to short. Fortunately, he rolled that before anyone else was on base. Line out to as many. Fred Clark, left fielder, 4-7, single. 1 out single, bottom of the 8th, 1-run lead Pirates. Fred Clark is on base. You put the hold on Clark. It doesn't hurt their defense in basic to put the hold on Clark. They put the hold on him. He's not going to try and steal. That's a 1-13. Let's leave the base runner on. Tommy Leach, said Terry. Tommy Leach, 4-5, draws a walk. First and second, 1 out for Hannes Wagner. Good move to not risk being thrown out. Here we go. Wagner, 1-5, fly ball to center field. That is 2 away. Dots Miller comes to the plate. And the pitchers are doing a stupendous job this evening. Miller, Fred Clark on second base, Leach on first. Here's the pitch from Mullen, 4-5. Another walk to load the bases. Pirates have the bases loaded. Bottom of the 8th, up 1. And Mullen would love to get out of this inning. Chief Owen Wilson, he is 0 for 3, popped up to the catcher, flew out the center and right his first 3 times up. 3-7, grounder to first, and that will put the screws to the Pirates' scoring attempt here in the bottom of the 8th. It is now do or die time for the Tigers. This is the end of their season. They are down 1, top of the 9th. This is it for Detroit. It is true do or die time for the Tigers. Tiger stripes need to do it now. Ty Cobb, 5-5 off Willis's card. Fly ball to right. 1 away. The Georgia Peach sits down. George Moriarty. We're looking at the pinch hitting before we go much further. We got Jones at 279, a couple of 259s. Charlie O'Leary at 200. Bosch Schmidt at 209. They've really only got 1. All right. 1 out. George Moriarty, third baseman. This is it for the Tigers. We've got 1 more game, but mathematically, this is it for Detroit. They've got to win it. 6-11, fly ball to right field X. That is Owen Wilson. He is a 1 with the 13. Owen Wilson is back. He gets underneath it. He camps out, smacks his mitt, waits for the ball to fall into it, and that is out number 2. Here we are. Tom Jones. It's not unusual to get a hit and win the game. Well, it's not going to happen, but still, anything's possible. Yeah, I'm crazy. Tom Jones facing Vic Willis. Willis gets a sign in from George Gibson, his catcher. He likes what he sees. He leans in. He straightens up. Ball to his waist to wind up the kick. The pitch, 2-2. Hard liner hit to left field. No, Bobby Byrne gets in front of it, makes the catch. That's the game and the season for Detroit. Pittsburgh is in the series and has home field advantage against the Athletics, and we've got one more game to go in this live stream. Let's clean the cards up, do some stats, and get to it. MP Fox, how is it going? Welcome to the chat, good sir. Glad you could make it this evening. I hope this night's finding you well. Really do. I'm glad all you guys were able to come in here and share some of your evening with me. I really do appreciate it. Straighten all these guys up, and we'll get ourselves stats done, and then game 2. But you have seen it, the Pittsburgh Pirates, they came out. Yeah, Vic Willis. Do we really need to see stats to vote for the MVP? Vic Willis, you guys good? Yeah, Jerry Ball, you guys good with that? Vic Willis, we'll just get straight to game 2. I'll count stats later. I mean, not a whole lot. He gave up 1, 2, 3 hits. He walked 4. He struck out 1. So, yeah, boom. Made it for Ty Cobb in the 9th. Got to lose my day job. I hear you, MP. Yeah, Vic Willis, MVP, player of the game. Let's get right to game 2 and get this going, guys. But, yeah, we've got a best of 7 coming up, the 1909 Pirates and the 1911 Philadelphia Athletics. Game 1 will be in Forbes Field. But we'll get to that. Right now, we got one more baseball game to play. All righty. Fred Clark, he goes there. Now let's get the hitter cards. Kamnitz is a 1. We'll be getting this on in just a moment, gentlemen. Ladies, if there are any watching. And if anybody's watching that has not gotten into the chat in these games before, I encourage you to do so. We got a lot of great people in here that are talking baseball, that are picking on me. We've got some great channels represented. Again, Charmin X Soft Gaming, fantastic personal friend of mine. Great channel, console gaming. I honestly have not been keeping track of what he's been doing very recently. It was huge with the Friday the 13th release. He's on YouTube. He's on Twitch. He's on Twitter. You name it. Follow him. Fantastic friend of mine, Phil. Charmin EX Soft Space Gaming. Check him out. Yeah. That's the channel. Let us see. So I don't forget, 1-0. Final score. Flip it over, and now the whiteout. He all got me distracted and stuff. It's Captain Whiteout. Yay! Go, Captain Whiteout. You're our hero. All right. So that puts Detroit at 9-10, Pittsburgh at 12-7. Let's get these suckers lined up and let's play us some baseball until we go into the dawn. All right, here we go. Game 2. Folks, talk amongst yourselves. We're going to do this. MP Fox, it was funny last night, rolling some History Maker baseball, had to use his whiteout and instantly thought of me. See, I have that effect on people. All right, game 2 of this doubleheader, final game of the regular season. Donnie Bush, shortstop, leading off 1-5, grounder to second. That is out number 1. Sam Crawford, center fielder, 2-9, 117 triple. That's a 3-bagger. Crawford is 90 feet away. For Ty Cobb to do this. 6-8. Draws a walk-off. Howie Kamnitz, starting pitcher for the Pirates. George Moriarty, third baseman, facing Kamnitz. 1-7 single. Scores Crawford. And Cobb is going for third, and he's thrown out at third. Ty Cobb has been rolling some horrific dice in this dead ball league. He really has. Oh, dear Lord Almighty. Tom Jones, first baseman, 4-9, fly ball to left. That's going to end the first inning, but the Tigers draw first blood. They have a 1-0 lead. Go to the bottom of the first. The Pirates don't want to just stand down. They want to have some momentum going into this finals against Philadelphia. Fred Clark leading off. Ed Farmer will it on the hill for the Detroit Tigers. 5-5 fly ball to right field. That is one away for Fred Clark. Tommy Leach, center fielder. 1-8 has a 1-out single. They're going to put the hold on him, takes him 1-13 on the D20. He's safe. He's going to take that and just make it under the tag. Looks up to the ref, looks up to the ump, calls timeout, gets himself up, dusts himself off, takes a lead. Willett looks back into pitch for Wagner. 3-11. Hard grounder hit to third. Yeah. Moriarty is able to check Leach at second. Gets over to Jones. Out number 2. Dots Miller, second baseman. Don't drop another die. 1-6, double one, single. 1-star single. Advances Leach to third. 2 outs. Men at the corners for the Pirates. 2-8. Home run. 114. Double. Scores Leach. Miller, 2 outs. Rounding third, gets home, and the Pirates take a 2-1 lead. Let's get to the end of the inning. Bill Abstein, first baseman. 5-5 off Willett's card, fly ball to right, and that will indeed end the inning. 2 runs for Pittsburgh. 2-1 lead. Question I glanced out of the corner of my eye. Mike McAllister, who will be the season MVP? I'm going to try to put together a stat show, and I will show who the league MVP is. Seeing as it's dead ball, it's probably going to be a pitcher. But we shall see, because there's been a shakeup. Eddie Seacott had a strong start to the season and wasn't hauling the mail later games. Oscar Stanage, top of the second, leading off against Howie Kamnitz. For the Tigers, 1-6, pops out to second, 1 away. Matty McIntyre, left fielder. 1-7, grounder to third. That'll be 2 outs. Jim Delahanty, second baseman. 3-7, grounder to short. Easy play for Hannes Wagner over to Bill Abstein. That is out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Tigers. And that brings us bottom of the second. George Gibson, catcher, 7th in the order. Up first, Bobby Byrne, third baseman, and starting pitcher Howie Kamnitz. Bottom of the order up to the Pirates. Willett with the pitch. 3-7, single 115. Got it. And they are rocking Ed Willett early. Giving up 3 hits in the first 7 batters. Bobby Byrne. 5-6. Double 113. Got it. And that is a 2-star double. So that advances Gibson to third. Well, it may not go much further at this rate. Howie Kamnitz is up. Howie Kamnitz does the squeeze. It doesn't work. Runner on third is thrown out by the pitcher. 1 2 on the bunt. Gets burned to third. Camness to first, 1 out. Brings up Fred Clark. The Cubs, the Bears, Frito corn chips, check. Bean dip, check. Jack Daniel's single barrel select bourbon, check. Ice, check. So let the game continue. The Cubs, the Bears, how's it going, brother? It's been a while, man. It's good to see you, man. Very good to see you. Here we go. 4-5. We will give the rundown shortly. Willett's card for Fred Clark, and that's going to be a single. Scores burn. Camnitz to second. 1 out. Brings us to Tommy Leach. 3 runs across so far for the Pirates. 3-8. Grounder to third. That's going to get Clark at second. Fielder's choice advances Camnitz to third. Men at the corners. 2 away. Hannes Wagner at the plate. Dropped another white die. Fish poop. I'm going to have to go fishing if I drop one more. I've only got one in the backup bag. All right. Where were we? Hannes Wagner. The suspense. He steps out for a timeout. Steps out of the batter's box. 5-9 on Willett's card. Grounder to second. And that is going to put an end to the inning. Pirates played another run. Score is 3-1. Going top of the third. Ed Willett will be leading off for the Tigers. Still in the game for the moment. 1-8 goes down swinging. Strike out. Out number 1. Back to the top of the order. Donnie Bush, shortstop. 1-8, double 110. Gets it. Bush is on second safely with a 2-bagger. Wahoo Sam Crawford, center fielder. 6-5 off Camnitz card. Double 1-9. That will be a 2-star single, RBI single for Crawford. And the Tigers put one more on the board for Mike McAllister. Score is 3-2. Ty Cobb, number 9. Ty Cobb. 2-9 and Cobb single knocks Crawford around to third, and the Pirates are up against it here. The Tigers have got some business. George Moriarty, 6-12 grounder to first, and that is going to score Crawford. Tie up. 3 unassisted. Gets Cobb to second. Tie score. Tom Jones, first baseman, 2 outs, 2-7 fly ball to left ends it. Tigers score 2 in the top of the third to come back. It is a 3-3 ball game. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Dots Miller will be leading off for the Pirates, followed up by Owen Wilson, Bill Abstein. I keep wanting to drag them off the table. I need to move them. There they go. Dots Miller leading off, bottom of the fourth, third. 5-12 grounder to first. That is 1 away. Call it a 3-1. Owen Wilson. 2-7 grounder to third. 2 outs. Bill Abstein. 4-8 fly ball to center. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. We go to the top of the fourth. 3-3 ball game. Ty Cobb, Roy Hobbs. Every time Cobb comes up, I want to go, number 9, Roy Hobbs. Can't help it. Oscar Stanage leading off, top of the fourth for the Tigers. 4-6, lines out to short. As Jerry Ball says, Ty Cobb didn't have a number. Super Sport 22,000. Hey, guys, I have a question. Status Pro Baseball. My collection of that game vanished during my cross-country move. I lost 11 years' worth of players, etc., looking to replace stuff as cheap as I can. If anyone has any ideas, please let him know. And at the end of the fourth inning, we're going to do some brief announcements. 3-8, Maddie McIntyre, single, 1 out. Tigers have a man on first. Brings up Jim Delahanty, second baseman. 3-10 pops out to second. That is 2 away. Ed Farmer Willett, starting pitcher at the plate. 1-6, strikes out. We go to the bottom of 4. Tied at 3. It was also Roy Hobbs. He was the natural. George Gibson, bottom of the order up for the Pirates. Gibson, Byrne, and Kamnitz. 4-4 off Willett's card. Fly ball to center field. The catcher is casualty number 1 of the inning. Bobby Byrne. 1-9. Hard grounder hit to Donnie Bush over to Tom Jones for out number 2. Brings up Howie Kamnitz, starting pitcher. 5-4 on Willett's card. Grounder to third X. Moriarty is a 3. Rolls a 5. Flip the chart. And he scoops it up, gets it over to Jones, out number 3. So at the end of 4, your score is tied at 3. First, for those of you who are watching this game, please, if you enjoy this game, would like to purchase it or learn more about it, go to www.strat-o-matic.com. They don't pay me, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. The game is just that good. This game and other cards and dice tabletop games for football, basketball, hockey, and also computer versions for each, as well as a computer version for college football. Check them out at www.strat-o-matic.com. Secondly, if anybody knows of anybody that might qualify for this, one of our viewers here on the channel and on many others as well, most of you know him, he received his current card set from Strat-o-matic yesterday or the day before, and he ordered the extra players, and Strat-o-matic errantly sent him an extra copy of the extra players. So if any of you guys have or know of anybody that ordered the current set but did not order the extra players, let me know. I'll get up with this guy, and maybe we can hook somebody up. So if there's anything, please let me know. And no, that was not a lightsaber in my pocket. I'm happy to see you all here tonight. It's my sound for texts and emails and stuff. All right, here we go. Top of the 5th. Donnie Bush, top of the order. Due up for both teams, as a matter of fact. 2-5, fly ball to left. Out number 1. Wahoo Sam Crawford, center fielder, 4-6. Line out to short. That is 2 away. Ty Cobb, no number. 2-7, draws a walk to extend the inning. With the hold, steals the base. With the hold, steals the base. Ty Cobb steals second. Ty Cobb steals third. 2 outs. Not putting the hold on him anymore. Ty Cobb gets caught stealing home. Sorry, that was happening right there. 1-2. Caught. Sick and tired. They did not make it into the finals. Yes, thank you, Sharman. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate it. Sick and tired not making it in the finals. Sick and tired not beating these Pirates. He wanted to get that lead all on his own, and he just goes back to the dugout, stomping, cussing, grabs his glove. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Fred Clark, 5-5 off Willett's card. Fly ball to right field. Ty Cobb makes that catch. Out number 1. Yeah, you got greedy. You stinking Ty Cobb. Tommy Leach, 2. Now, see, this is RPing baseball. This is role-playing baseball. There is a walk for Tommy Leach. Man on first. Honest Wagner, he's going to take the pitch. 1-11, grounder to second. That's going to get Leach at second. Not enough to get Wagner at first. So that is 2 away. brings up Dots Miller, second baseman, 2-7 grounder to short. That will end the inning. So we are tied at 3, the Pirates and the Tigers. Going to top of 6. George Moriarty, third baseman, 3-6. Lines out to short. That is 1 away. Tom Jones, it's not unusual for him to be at bat against Howie Kamnett. 6-8 walk. He is on base. We got a man on for the Tigers. 1 down, top of the 6th. Tie ball game at 3. Oscar Stanage. He's going to swing. 6-4, fly ball to right. That is out number 2. Brings up Matty McIntyre, left fielder. Kamnitz wants to get out of this inning. 3-7, single 1 through 13, and it is a 1-star single. Advances Tom Jones to second. Jim Delahanty comes up, 2 men on, 2 out, top of the 6th. 5-5, home run 1, fly out to right. And what a fly out that was. Yes, 20s happen. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Due up, Owen Chief Wilson, 5th in the order. He will be followed in this inning by Bill Abstein and George Gibson. Owen Wilson, Ed Farmer Willett still on the hill for the Tigers. 1-12, pops out to second. And he's going to be out for the rest of the game. He is injured. So let me see to that wee little bit of paperwork here. Ham Hyatt is going to replace him. That means Wilson is done, injured. Bottom of 6. Hyatt is going to come in. Right field 4. So 114 base runner. D is in Delta, base stealer. 1 away, Bill Abstein, first baseman. Al is here, yes, and the score is tied, and I'm going to be playing this game until midnight. All right, here we go. 3-3. Bill Abstein draws a walk, 1 out. Free pass for the first baseman. George Gibson at the plate. Going to lay down the bunt. Batter is safe. Lead runner thrown out by catcher. 2-6. Fielder's choice on the bunt. So 2 outs. Man on first. Bobby Burns, third baseman. 1-12. Grounder to second. That's going to end the inning. Another possible injury. He's good to go. He stays in the game. He shakes it off. So here we go. No runs scored. 3-3 your score. Top of the 7th. And just so everybody knows that hasn't been here for the first game anyway. And I'm going to spoil it. Pittsburgh won. Was it 1-0? 1-0. And in doing so, they won 1 game, and they are in the World Series, and they have home field advantage against Philadelphia because they won 3 games of the 4 they played against the Athletics. Detroit needed to win both games to tie Pittsburgh and then have the 4-0 head-to-head win-loss in order to get into the series. So Detroit has been eliminated. Pittsburgh is in the series. Pittsburgh has home field advantage in the best-of-7 modern format for home and away against the Philadelphia Athletics. And we go to the top of the 7th. Leadoff batter is Ed Willett. Starting pitcher, 5-4. 1-4. Nope, but he does have a base hit. Ed Willett is on. It's going to bring up Donnie Bush. Donnie Bush is going to lay down the bunt, and he beats it out. Infield single for Donnie Bush. Tigers have some business. Men at first and second. Wahoo Sam Crawford, 3-14. He's going to take Kamnitz's pitch. 6-7, single 111. That is a 1-star single. Loads the bases, advances the runners. And that is going to bring up Ty Cobb. Here we go. The pitch from Howie Kamnitz. 5-8 on Kamnitz card. Cobb goes down swinging at the knee cheese. That is one away. George Moriarty, third baseman. Bases loaded. Tigers with a chance to take the lead. And Kamnitz gets Moriarty looking at a curveball. High but in the zone. That is 2 away. First baseman Jones. 4-4 pops out to short, and the Tigers cannot capitalize on 0 out, bases loaded. 3-3 ball game. We go to the bottom of the 7th at the old ball game. Clinton Parks, welcome to the chat. Glad you can make it in, good sir. I hope today is finding you very well. All righty, here we go. Bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates are in the World Series against the Athletics. This is just more baseball. Leading off, Howie Kamnitz pops out to second. That is 1 away. 3-3 ball game, tied, bottom of the 7th. Detroit playing at Pittsburgh. Fred Clark, left fielder, leading off. 4-8, fly ball to center field. That is 2 away. And that brings up Tommy Leach, center fielder, facing Ed Farmer Willett. 4-9, pops out to shortstop. Easy play for Donnie Bush. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. Tie ball game going to the top of the 8th. This tie ball game brought to you by Al Red Sox Fan. Another fantastic channel and good friend of this channel that is on in the chat this evening. Check out his channel, Al Space Red Sox Fan. A lot of computer replays of sports, specifically and primarily centered around his beloved Red Sox. Check out his channel. And another one that is in the chat this evening, Clinton Parks. Clinton has some really good National Pastime 3 and Diamond Mine Baseball simulations going on as well. Check out his channel. Fantastic channel. Very lively play-by-play. It's always fun to watch Clinton's broadcasts. It really is. And we have Itinerant Hobbyist just came in. Welcome to the chat, good sir. And another fantastic channel. He's got a lot of tabletop war simulation game stuff and everything going on. Some strat-o-matic. Check him out. Itinerant Hobbyist. And Charmin X-Soft Gaming. One more channel to check out that is in the chat this evening. Charmin EX Soft Space Gaming. Great console videos, YouTube channel, huge following, Twitch, Twitter, you name it. Personal friend of mine. Check him out. Charmin EX X-Soft Space Gaming. I'm done plugging. It's time to play baseball. Oscar Standage, catcher for the Tigers, leading off top of the 8th. Howie Kamnitz still on the hill for the Pirates and issues a free pass to the catcher. The backstop makes it the first. Matty McIntyre is up. Matty McIntyre is dropping the bunt and does so successfully. Down the first base line, Abstein gets it to Miller covering on the play. That advances Standage to second. 1 out for Jim Delahanty. Jim Delahanty is going to take Kamnitz pitch. 5-7 strikeout. 2 outs. Man on second. And is this the time? Oh, it's top of the 8th. 2 outs. Man on second. Is he really going to do it? No. Oh, but you got to try. No. Yeah. Willett's coming out of the game. Pinch hitter. Jerry Ball, you can't check me out in witness protection. Hey, the rest of us are in witless protection. I can't remember who came up with that the other night, but I loved it. We are in witless protection. Davy Jones is going to pinch hit for Willett. So we've got Tom Jones and a monkey. He is 116, a B base stealer, 2 outs, man on second. There will be a new pitcher for Detroit in the bottom of the 8th. Davy Jones, 2 outs, man on second. Here's the pitch from Howie Kamnitz. 5-8 off Kamnitz card, strikes him out. All for naught. Tie ball game. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll leave his card in there as a place keeper in the lineup. Hannes Wagner will be leading off. We need to find a suitable replacement for Ed Willett on the mound. Yes, it is tough playing both teams. It really is, Clinton, as you well know. Ed Killian is coming in relief of Ed Farmer Willett, who went 7 innings. Killian is facing Hannes Wagner, Dots Miller, and Ham Hyatt. Relief right fielder for the injured Owen Wilson, who will be fine for the series. Wagner leads off 4-3 on Killian's card. Fly ball left field X. That's going to be Matty McIntyre. He is a 2 with a 17. Gets underneath it and makes the catch. Out number 1. Dots Miller, second baseman, 4-11. Grounder to first X. Jones is a 2 with a 9, and he makes that play unassisted. 3-U. The infield is being tested here. The defense is being tested. Ham Hyatt, his first at bat, 2-7. 119. 19 is a triple. Right fielder, 90 feet away. Go ahead run. Bill Abstein, first baseman, walks up to the plate, takes a couple of warm-up slices. Ed Killian glances over to third to keep Hyatt honest. Back to home plate. Intently focused on Abstein, gets the signal in from catcher Oscar Stanage. Here's a windup. The pitch, 1-7, pops it up behind second base. Tim Delahanty over, makes the catch, gloves the ball, ends the inning. And Killian gets out of hock, gets out of trouble. We are tied going to the top of the 9th and the top of the Tigers order. No, Ed Summers is still here. Say, Ed Summers is still here, but he started 2 games ago, so it was not his spot in the rotation. Alexander Russian Rebel, how is it going? Thank you. You recently came across this and enjoy it. Alexander, I'm glad you do, man. Welcome to the chat. It's good to see you. It's the first time I remember seeing you, and I really hope you enjoy the chat. We've got to the top of the 9th. In the final game of the regular season of the Dead Ball League, but we still have a best-of-7 championship between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Athletics to come. But here we are, top of the 9th, the Tigers trying to end the season on a respectful note. Donnie Bush leading off, 4-7. Kamnitz still on the hill for the Pirates, and he mows Bush down. Wahoo Sam Crawford. Of course, our Red Sox fan is still in the room, so this could go a long ways. 5-7, another strikeout in the 9th inning by Kamnitz. 4 strikeouts in a row, as a matter of fact. Ty Cobb, he could end it all. Single swing. Didn't do it, but he did get on base to extend the inning, a single. They're going to put the hold on him, and he's going to try to steal second and do so successfully. And he's going to stop at second base this time because now he realizes the error of his ways. He's still spitting at the umpire when he's not noticing, landing tobacco juice on the bottom of the back of his left pant leg beneath the calf. George Moriarty, 2-7, pops it up behind third, and that is going to end the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th, bottom of the order for the Pirates. Score tied at 3. And put them on the bottom. George Gibson facing Ed Killian, relief pitcher, in for his second inning. 3-4, draws a walk. Bobby Byrne. Here we go, the third baseman. 1-9, grounder to short, doubles up on Gibson. 6, 4, 3. That's going to take us to Howie Kamnitz. And they're going to pinch hit for Howie Kamnitz. They're going to bring in, let's get rid of the hitting card for now. They're going to bring in backup catcher Patty O'Connor. Fat Slabba not running fast. He's a 1-9. He's an E stealer, but he's a 313 batter in 1909. So here comes Ed Killian. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Tie score 3-11 strikeout. We go to free baseball. All righty. So we will keep that in there as a placekeeper. So who is going to come in and pitch for Pittsburgh? I think Deacon Felipe is going to. I'm thinking Deacon Felipe. Yeah, that'll work. In honor of Charmin X Soft Gaming. Phil. All right, here we go. Here we go. Top of the 10th, Tom Jones, first baseman, leadoff batter against Felipe. 3-2, grounder to third. That is out number 1. Oscar Stanage, catcher. 4-6 on Felipe's card is fly ball to right field. 2 away. Top of the 10th, tied at 3. No runs scored since the top of the 3rd. Matty McIntyre. 5-4 on Felipe's card will be a pop out to second. So we go to the bottom of the 10th. Pirates at the top of the order. Can they end this? Fred Clark leading off. He will be followed in order by Tommy Leach and Hannes Wagner. Ed Killian still on the hill for the Tigers. 6-9 fly ball to left for Clark. Brings up Tommy Leach, 261 batter. He is 1 of 3 tonight with a single, stolen base, and a run scored. 3-5 against Killian. 1-2 single. Line out to third. Brings up Hannes Wagner, shortstop. Bottom of the 10th. 4-11. Ground ball, first base X. Jones is a 2. Roll high, he does not. 12, but that is an error. Booted by Jones. E3. Wagner is on first. They're not going to hold him, but he is going to try and steal second. And with an 11, needing 1 to 15, he's going to make it. Dots Miller, 2 outs, bottom of the 10th, facing Ed Killian. Here comes the pitch. 4-3, fly ball left field. That's going to be McIntyre. He has a 2 and a 2, and that is out for you. We go to the top of the 11th. Still tied at 3. Bottom of the order for the Tigers, Jim Delahanty, Ed Killian, if he bats, and Donnie Bush up on top. 2-7 for Delahanty facing Deacon Felipe. And that's going to be a leadoff single. And they're going to leave Killian in so he can face the bottom of the order. Killian is a batter's card 1, but he's going to bunt. Doesn't matter. And he makes the bunt. So that is 3-4 sack. Advances him. Doesn't really go there. Should have went down 1. Not going to worry about it. Pitcher 2, 10E. That guy. So 1 out. Man on second. Donnie Bush facing Deacon Felipe. 4-6 fly ball to right field. That is out number 2. Top of the 11th. Brings up Wahoo Sam Crawford. 5-11 fly ball right field X. That's going to be Hyatt. He is a 4. within 11, and that is a double and a run scores for the Tigers. RBI double for Wahoo Sam Crawford, 2 outs, top of the 11th. Brings up Ty Cobb against Deacon Felipe. 1-2 grounder to third ends the inning, and now Pittsburgh needs to score to keep this going. All right, Al, whatever mojo you do, Pittsburgh needs a run. I'd rather they have 2 or none, so that way this doesn't go on forever. All righty, that brings us to Ham Hyatt. Leadoff batter against Ed Killian, 4-11. First base X, Tom Jones is a 2 with a 10, and that will be an error on the first baseman. Another error. All we had are the 2 errors so far. Yes, it is. Okay. So Hyatt is on first. Bill Abstein, first baseman. 1-7 against Ed Killian, pops out to second. That is 1 away. Brings up catcher George Gibson, 265 batter. He has got Ham Hyatt on first by way of E3. Ed Killian looks over to first to keep Hyatt honest. Hyatt not a threat to steal. Here is the pitch to Gibson. 5-9, catches him swinging. That is 2 away. Bottom of the 11th, Tigers up 4-3. Pirates need this run. Bobby Byrne, third baseman, 8th in the order. Ed Killian with the pitch. 5-6, pops up behind first base. Tom Jones gets underneath it, makes the catch. Tigers win it in 11, 4-3. I think we'll do the stats on this one because it may not be quite so clear-cut. So let me just straighten these guys up, and we will do just that. Pirates take Hyatt out, put Wilson in, and Felipe, and put everyone else back where they belong. Ed Killian, Doink. Oh, no, behind him, Moriarty. Let's flip him over, put him in the back. You guys go there. All right, let's do some statistics. And then we'll hop in the chat for a couple of minutes. All righty, so 2 errors for the Tigers, none for Pittsburgh. Let's get the batting. Donnie Bush is 2 for 6, run scored, double, a strikeout. Sam Crawford is 4 of 6, 2 runs, 2 batted in, a double, a triple, and a strikeout. Ty Cobb is 2 of 4. No runs, no ribbies. So stolen bases, he stole 3 and got caught once. 3 stolen bases, caught stealing. He's got 2 walks and a strikeout. George Moriarty, 1 of 5. Run batted in, strikeout. Tom Jones, 0 for 4, walk. Oscar Stanage, 0 for 4, walk. Matty McIntyre, 2 of 4, sacrifice hit. Jim Delahanty, 1 of 5, run scored, strikeout. Ed Willett is 1 of 3, struck out twice. Davy Jones, 0 for 1, struck out. And Ed Killian, no at-bats, sacrifice hit, though, in his plate appearance. So that is 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits for Detroit, which means 1, 2, Felipe went 2 innings, got the loss. Kamnitz went 9 innings for the no decision. So Felipe gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks or strikeouts or homers. So Howie Cam, that means 11 hits are his. 3 runs are his, all earned. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks, so they're all his. Strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ks. No homers. And everybody, we're voting for the player of the game again, as we usually do here for these live streams. So be mindful of the stats. So far, really, for Detroit, until we get to the pitching, Sam Crawford, 6 for 4, a double, a triple, 2 ribbies. He got the ribby that brought it to within a run in the top of the 3rd and the game-winning RBI on a top of the 11th 2-out double. But let's do Pittsburgh batting so we can see Detroit pitching. Which, by the way, Killian went 4 and got the win. All right, let's see. Fred Clark. He is 1 of 5. Tommy Leach is 1 of 4. Run scored, stolen base, and a walk. Hannes Wagner 0 for 5. Stolen base, he reached on an error. Dots Miller 1 for 5, run scored. Owen Wilson is 1 of 3. 2 runs batted in, a double. And Ham Hyatt is 1 of 2 with a triple. Bill Abstein 0 for 4 with a walk. George Gibson is 1 of 4 with a strikeout and a walk. Bobby Byrne 1 of 5, run scored, double. Howie Kamnitz 0 for 3. And Patty O'Connor 0 for 1. Patty with 2 deltas, and he struck out. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 7 hits for Pittsburgh. And only 1 hit issued by Killian. No runs. So he had a really good relief effort. No, geez, don't get ahead of yourself. He had walks and strikeouts, dummy. Captain Whiteout's at it again. 1 walk and 1, 2 strikeouts. So that means 6 hits were Willett's in the no decision 7-inning performance, gave up 3 runs. They were all earned. 2 walks are his and no strikeouts. No homers given. So, player of the game. Al, take care. Good. Glad you can make it. No. That's right, Captain Whiteout, baby. Anybody have a vote for player of the game? I'm going to scroll up and see if anybody does not look like it. So, give it a couple of secs, but I'm going to think that Sam Crawford is going to get it. No, 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 no. I cannot accept a player of the game. Captain Whiteout cannot accept it. Not when his first lieutenant is in the chat room. MP Fox, you're still here, right? Yeah, you are. Now I think it's going to go to Sam Crawford. Every once in a while, the pitcher does not get it. Player of the game, Sam Crawford. There it is. Your final score for this final game of the Dead Ball League regular season. Oh, man, you guys make this so fun to do. You really do. You really do. And Phil, I'm glad you came in and checked it out and stayed the distance. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. Jerry Ball, Wahoo Sam. There it is. Jerry Ball, my statistical and historical and nickname muse. Sam Crawford, player of the game. Final score for this game is 4-3. Oh, man. This has been a fun project. I know I got away from it for a while. I'm glad we finally got the regular season done, and now we have up to 7 games remaining. And I plan on starting them this weekend, and I may well finish them this weekend. We shall see. So let's go ahead and call this. It's 9:19. These lights are making me sweat over my glasses. Jerry, it's been a great league, hasn't it, man? I'll tell you what, just start to finish. Kenny Castro, friend of the channel. Yes, I mean, it's been a fantastic ride. It really has. And now we've got a bet. It feels like it's over, even though it's not. It feels like it's over, even though it's not. Jerry, Kenny, Clinton, Phil, MP, Fox, Supersport, Al, Michael Butler was in here, maybe in the first chat. Alexander, Russian Rebel, thank you for coming in. Good, sir, man. I'm glad you got into Strat. You're so going to enjoy it. You really are. Itinerant Hobbyist was in here. Our Red Sox fan, Clinton Parks. The names just keep on going. Huge chat turnout for the final doubleheader of this Dead Ball League regular season project. Postseason is coming up. Yeah, I'll keep rambling if I keep rambling, so I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Guys, this is Chris, Strat-o-matic, Delaware. Thank you so very much for following through this project. It means a lot that you guys have put as much care into it as I have. It really means a lot. Guys, take care. Keep on rolling.